Hey everybody, welcome back to Omega Zone Gaming, and this is a tips and tricks video for the new game Horizon Zero Dawn. These are the top 5 things you want to do near the beginning of this game. I myself have put in about 4 hours now, give or take a few minutes. There are some things that I've picked up on that you really do want to do in this game. So number 5, harvest. Harvest everything. If your bag is not full, if the icon over it is not red like this icon here for the medicine pouch, which by the way, you actually do have a medicine pouch bar in this game. It's the little bar below your health bar. So there's the health bar, and then there's the medicine pouch bar. So the red is your health bar, the little like greenish bar is your is your medical pouch bar. Make sure that it's full at all times. You will need it. So for anything else though, harvest it. You see this here? And harvesting is really easily done. You just hit triangle. Harvest that. You want to harvest because that's how you make your equipment. So for instance, I got enough items where I can do another set of this. So I'll hit X, and now I got 20 of the fire arrows. Let's see if I can craft anything else. So I can craft another shock wire. And I can also craft 10 of the shock arrows. Buy this bow as, number 4 is buy this bow as quickly as you can. Now, shops, the way they work in this game is basically, once you kill enemies, you collect metal scrap as well as items. You get a certain finite amount of metal scrap. But, on the flip side of that coin, you can also sell items to increase your scrap. We will go and show you where to find your first seller at. Let's see. So that's the bridge. The other side. There, okay, so it's over the bridge. So eventually you'll make your way to this gate over here. You'll do this as literally part of the story called the Southern Embrace Gate. There'll also be a side mission that'll take you this way to hunt down a spear for another one of the tribespeople. So once you're at the Southern Embrace, you make your way down. You go over this bridge here. And you'll see this little hut with this metallic test dummy out. This guy here, Karat, he is who you sell and buy from. So you can go to trade. As you see, I currently have 37 shards. So really, there's not much of anything aside from resources or potions I can buy. Also, you do get 2 boxes. A free sample box and a trip line box. So let's go here, for instance. Let's go to resources. I can get more rich meat. So as you can see, what he'll do is he'll offer you shards for anything that you sell him. So if I sell him the rich meat, I'm now up to 40 shards. Let's say fatty meat, I'm now up to 42. Bony meat, I'm now up to 43. I'll keep the rabbit skin because I think those are needed for outfits later in the game. But as you increase that, you can buy more and more stuff. You can also, as I said, get shards from hunting. But I would say you're eventually going to want to get all these weapons. But the war bow is going to be the first thing outside the Tripcaster, which you will get for doing this quest that lines up with getting this. Do this quest. The Tripcaster, what this does is essentially creates traps which detonate a tripwire. So you basically create 2 anchor points and let the machines run across it, and it'll break and blow up, essentially. But your second purchase should be the war bow. I know the sharpshooter bow looks price-wise like it's the better bow, but as you can see, its handling is reduced. Only buy this after you go into the skills and buy the slowdown time. And get the Carja sling as well as quick as possible. This one has good handling, and it uses a lot of really good elemental bombs. I have yet to get it, but I am working on it. Okay, so as I said, buying the hunting bow is number 4. So let's go into number 3. Number 3 is your skills. Now this uses a Dragon Age 1 or 2-esque leveling system. I guess you could also compare it a little bit to Borderlands, where you have different sets. A few that I will recommend right off the bat is the Silent Strike, because you can press R1 to perform a silent takedown if you're behind an enemy, which if you track their path, it's really easy to get that silent takedown. Another one I can recommend is Critical Hit. Critical Hit will damage an enemy and pretty much always lower it down to 1 health early game. Critical Hit Plus for later game. Healer. Healer is one of the first ones I recommend buying because it speeds up the healing from the medical pouch. Medical pouch healing takes a minute without it. So, I do recommend that one. And then I went for Gatherer because I'm gathering a lot of natural resources, so it allows me to gather more. But another 2 you could go through is Concentration, which if you're going to go with that other bow, this will help you aiming so you can slow down time. You could also go with Hunter Reflexes, which means you can slow down time while aiming during jump or a slide. And Precision, which can knock off armor and components. Now, what that's going to help you with is that's going to get you some more metal shards and stuff like that. So, I'm probably going to come back and get that one eventually. But for right now, I want to save my points because I want to try out one of these level 2 ones. So, for number 3, those are some of the skills that I do recommend right off the bat. Number 2, do the side quest. There's one in particular where you have to find this guy's daughter, and then she sends you to find a spear. Well, once you bring the spear back, he uses some of his craftsman skills. Although he admits he will never be as good as his wife, he uses some of his craftsman skills to actually upgrade your spear to do more damage. So, for number 2, I do recommend doing every side quest. Make sure you don't leave an area without doing the side quest. Look around for icons, make sure that you do every side quest possible. And then, number 1, last but not least, hunt. Hunt like crazy. I don't care if you're killing random animals or if you're going after the big game like these guys, for instance. Like like I'm going to do right now. And when you hunt, try to target for bodily parts that glow green. You'll do more damage, you'll waste less ammunition. But definitely hunt, because then you can run over once you kill something and scavenge stuff that you need. So I do recommend hunting. You can also take them out like that. So you have two options. You can go and stealthily bow and arrow enemies, or you can beat them up with your spear. And your spear does do more damage once you get that upgrade, which is why I absolutely recommend that upgrade. And keep yourself healed as part of hunting. It doesn't do you any good to hunt if you kill yourself while doing the hunt. Hunting's all well and good, but if you kill yourself while doing it, it's not going to do you any good. All you're doing is wasting inventory. Ooh, he got the drop on me. So yeah, those are some early game skills, the early game things you can do to make your experience so much better in this game. This game is big, it is open, and there is a lot you're going to want to do. And the reason why is so you can develop skills and abilities to basically make your game more fun. So let's go ahead and clean out these guys just real quick here. And we'll go over everything one last time after we do. Okay, the last one took off, and I'm not. I think he went over here because it seems there are enemy light ups over here, or it could just be this rabbit. And hunting anything does get you experience. Even hunting rabbits gets you a small level of experience. It's not going to be as big as going out and hunting the machines, but even hunting a rabbit is worth it because it will get you something. So, once again, number 5, forage. Anything you can pick up, do pick up. Number 4, buy the warbow. Tripcaster and warbows are the first two things you can buy. Buy both. This guy ran off. Damn it. I don't see him. Number 3. Where'd he go? Okay, there's got to be something nearby. Yeah, there he is. Buy the appropriate skills. As I said, you have different skills for how you want to play, but one of the first I can recommend is Healer and Gatherer. Critical Hit is also a good skill for immediate purchase, as well as Silent Strike. Number 2, do all side quests in an area. Do not leave an area without making sure you've done everything. Wander around, spend hours. It's an open world game. You're supposed to spend hours playing it anyway. But spend hours. Look around for anything and everything. Make sure you do all quests, because just like hunting, quests are going to get you experience. Quests are going to help you level up. And number 1, hunt. Hunt like a fiend. Kill everything in sight. If it's not a tribesman, kill it. So, we will be back later on tonight with a review of this game. I'm putting in a lot of time with this. Also, I'm switching up one of my other reviews I planned for today, Last Guardian, because there's a game I actually want to talk about that I just recently started playing. It's been out for a few years now, but I'm so enthralled in it, I gotta share it with you guys. I'm gonna keep that one a secret for now. Until next time, this is Omega Zone Gaming, and I am out.